Welcome everyone, thank you so much for joining in. First of all, I want to thank each and every one of you for making that 500 like possible on my previous video and also for supporting this channel so far. This actually gives me a lot of motivation to create this kind of educational content, and also I'm very happy to help you guys in this journey. So this strategy what I'm actually about to reveal is from Stan Weinstein. He is an author of a book called Secret from Profiting in Bull and Bear Market. I don't know if you guys have actually read that, but if you haven't read that yet, no problem, because I'm actually going to show you his strategy in the simplest way. And now let's jump into the content. So the first thing what we have to know is the market cycle. So let's switch the chart. So guys, to start with our analysis, we have to understand this logic first from Wyckoff. According to him, the market has 4 different phases. So first one is an accumulation phase. In accumulation phase, the price usually heads in a sideways direction and also known as the consolidation phase. After this consolidation phase, when we get the breakout, the market starts moving to the upside. That is called mark-up phase, because here the demand is more than the supply. That's why the price tend to run to the upside. And after reaching the peak, there you will see again a distribution phase. And this distribution phase, after breaking the lower line, price signals a markdown scenario, and in the markdown you will notice that the price will start heading to the downside. And why? Because the supply here now is greater than the demand. Very simple, and this is the logic what we are now going to implement in our strategy. So as you can see guys, accumulation phase, markup phase, distribution phase, and again markdown phase, and this is how the market cycle actually works. So now we are actually going to start implementing this strategy in our analysis. So now let's switch the chart. So guys, now let's begin with our strategy. Okay, so you can see there are 4 criteria what I'll be looking for. So the first thing is a horizontal channel breakout, because I showed you with the previous example how market likes to move, right? So if this here is a market cycle, you can see this here would be a distribution phase, markdown phase, again a accumulation phase, and again a markup phase. And this is how market tends to work. This scenario here, what we'll be looking for is a horizontal channel breakout. So the first thing we have to identify if the market is heading in a sideways direction or not, and trapped between this upper line and lower line of this parallel channel or so-called horizontal channel. So the second thing what we need is a volume must confirm the breakout, because this horizontal channel breakout could be to the upside or also could be to the downside, we know, right? So what we need is a volume confirmation, because it could also turn out to be a fake out. So the second thing I showed you, this is a volume must confirm the breakout. So the third thing what we'll be looking at, that is price must be above the 30 moving average. So I personally like to use the weekly moving average. You can feel free to add both, it doesn't matter guys. So in this case, the price must be above the 30-week moving average. Only then we can look for a long opportunity, because that actually indicates the trend is heading to the upside. And the fourth is the RSI. RSI histogram must be in a positive territory and it must be above 0. So if RSI histogram is also in a positive territory, right, this is a 0 line. So if the RSI histogram is at the negative territory, this won't play out. So what we need is the RSI, this histogram, also at the positive territory above the 0 level. So these are the criteria what we are looking at this moment guys. So if we find this all, that will give us an indication we can potentially see a breakout. So for that, I have actually included this total to market cap. This is actually crypto total market cap excluding Bitcoin. So these are alts market cap. So if you look at this scenario here in a weekly time frame, and one very important thing before I continue, this is not for intraday trading guys. This strategy is mostly for longer period. That's why I'm using this weekly candles. So now if you look at this scenario, this is actually crypto total market cap. I said you excluding Bitcoin. So these are alt market cap, and you can see since a couple of weeks now, alt market is actually heading to the upside, right? So now include our strategy what we were talking about this here. Okay, so you can see horizontal channel breakout during the sideways movement is the first thing what we'll be looking at. Okay, so if you look at this alt market cap, what can you notice? You will notice that the market, since you can see this 2017-2018 bull run, price had a really big correction, and we can see that very clearly, right? But now you can see what happened with price guys. It actually started consolidating and finding itself trapped between this horizontal channel, and you can see this was a longer period consolidation. And when the price actually closed above this level guys, we have a breakout scenario at this current stage. You can see the upper line of this channel got broken, price came back to retest this level, and now it's also indicating the trend might be heading to the upside for the altcoin market, right? So the second thing what we need, I said to you, the volume must confirm the breakout. So let's look at the volume. Is the volume confirming the breakout? You can see, guys, when the price actually came at this level, the volume actually kicked in. You can see around that particular level compared to the previous year, the volume kicked in and also indicated, hey, the breakout is actually real. So now we got a two confirmation. One here, price breaking above the upper line of this horizontal channel. Second, volume confirmed the breakout, you can see here. And the third one, what we are looking for, price must be above this 30 weekly moving average. I said you, I'm using this 30 weekly moving average. So if I include this 30 week moving average, you can see here this trend line, right? So now, is the price above this 30 weekly moving average? It is, right? We can see here we had this price breaking above this level, and then after breaking this, it gave us a 3 confirmation. So now this here, altcoin market cap is above this 13-week moving average, also broke this horizontal channel to the upside, and also volume confirmed it. So now the final confirmation what we need is, I showed you with this histogram, this RSI histogram alert. You can find that here, guys. It's not a big deal. Just type RSI, and then you will notice that this here, Histro alert strategy from Edge Portal, right? So this is the one I'm using right now. So if you click on it, you will notice this histogram appearing. I say to you, what we are looking at, this RSI histogram must also be at the positive territory. So it must be above the 0 level and indicate, hey, it's in a positive territory. So now you can see here, the alt market, when we had this breakout, we got confirmation. Histogram channel breakout, yes. Volume must confirm the breakout, it did, right? Price must be above the 30 moving average. I'm using the 30 weekly moving average. You can see it's clearly above it, the market cap of alts. And the fourth is the RSI histogram in a positive territory or above 0, and it is actually right now. Now you can see the alts are pumping at the moment, and the dominance of Bitcoin is falling. And now you can also see one good reason why, right? So this is actually a very, very good example to show to you all. Let's look at this dominance. Okay, you can see here, this here is Bitcoin dominance. So if you include this Bitcoin dominance right now, you can see here the dominance of Bitcoin, it's actually heading to the downside. And you can clearly see, since the price of alt has clearly broken, this here is actually indicating the Bitcoin dominance right now is fading away. And also, guys, this is one thing you have to understand. Don't use this strategy for like a market which is only like 3 or 4 months old, right? It won't work. I would say pick something from top 20 from CoinMarketCap. That might actually work pretty well. You know, I told you all the time why I was so bullish on Ether, right? So let's look at this Ether chart, and with this simple example which I just showed you here. Okay, so now I'm making it even easier for you guys to understand, because I'm repeating the same scenario. You can see this here is Ethereum chart in a weekly time frame, and now you can see how the market of Ether has been since 2018 in a downtrend, and Ether was consolidating and consolidating, and we have talked about price breaking this horizontal channel. And you can see, guys, now why I was so hyped when Ether was around this $200, and I also did a video calling Ether as a very, very like potential to continue further to the upside, because exactly at that time the price was also above the 30 weekly moving average, and it was giving me an indication that, hey, now the trend might be heading slowly to the upside, because now you can see this here was a really nice horizontal channel, right? The price was trapped between this line, and when we had this breakout, let's see the volume. If the volume was confirming, absolutely yes. You can see here, right? The volume actually gave us a confirmation that now this is actually not a fake out but a breakout. So you can see price started kicking to the upside. Let's look to the downside. Is the RSI histogram is in a positive territory? Absolutely yes. You can see it's above 0 level, and it's also in a positive territory. So you have 3 confirmation. One breakout confirmation here. Second was the volume, the third was the RSI histogram, and the fourth one what we need is a weekly 30 weekly moving average. So did the 30 weekly moving average give us confirmation? Absolutely yes. So we got a full confirmation. That's why when the trend was around this $200, I showed you with this shark pattern, right? This harmonic pattern, why there is a possibility for Ether to reach around this 400 level very, very easily. But now you can see here also this big confirmation, right? So this is actually pointing out that Ether still looks very, very bullish, because you can see if you go through this criteria, Ether looks bullish. Even though the market has been correcting, this kind of crash or this kind of price drop shows when people start panicking. I can see that they are over leveraged or they are risking more than what they actually can afford, and you're not using a proper position sizing. And also guys, start focusing not only in smaller time frame but also in a bigger time frame. This has worked really well so far. That's why I thought I would share this information with you guys, and this might also help you in this journey. So guys, this is the strategy I was talking about. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'm pretty much sure this is actually going to help you a lot. And also don't forget to smash the like button, and if you're watching this for the first time, also hit the subscribe button and the bell. So now I'm signing off. My name is Anup. Bye bye guys.